veins crawl under my skin. I can't fucking breathe, I can't begin. Every reflection is a ghost I despise, a hollow shell with dead blue eyes. My chest is burning, my lungs collapse. The silence kills the dark intense. This fractured mind is tearing me down. Every thought's a blade that cuts too loud. No mercy, no peace, no safe place to hide. I am the prisoner of this fractured mind. Anxiety claws like razors inside. Depression drowns me, I cannot hide. Hope is a lie, it drips from my veins. All that remains is fucking pain. Every scar, another chain. Every breath repeats the pain. This fractured mind is tearing me down. Every thought's a blade that cuts to live. No mercy, no peace, no safe place to hide. I am the prisoner of this fractured mind. Escape my rotting inside. No justice so cold every fucking night. The voices lie. My fractured mind wants me to die. This fractured mind is tearing me down. Every thought's a blade that cuts too loud. No mercy, no peace, no safe place to hide. I am the prisoner of this fractured left. But the screams in my head, nothing left. Just wishing I was dead.
I learned how to shrink myself so I wouldn't be seen. Every hallway became a threat. Every laugh cut into me. They didn't need to call my name. I already knew it was mine. Their eyes said everything before the cruelty even had time. I learned early not to speak, not to move, not to fight. I learned survival meant disappearing from sight. I was crushed beneath their words, made to feel weak and small. You don't need fists to destroy someone when voices can do it all. They don't see the damage done when the bruises fade and heal. I was crushed beneath their words and taught my pain wasn't real. I walked with my head down low, waiting for the next hit, waiting for silence that never actually came with it. Every insult stayed behind. Long after they went home, they moved on with their lives. I learned how to suffer alone. I watched others fade away, names whispered after the fact, and every time another was gone, I understood how it happened. I was crushed beneath their words until breathing felt like work, until waking up felt optional and existing felt like hurt. They don't hear the quiet thoughts that crawl in when you re alone. I was crushed beneath their words and felt a prison in my bones. They don't see the nights you beg your own mind to give you peace. They don't see the way hate repeats until hope finally starts to leak. I never wanted to die, I just wanted the noise to stop. I just wanted to feel human instead of something they could drop. I was crushed beneath their words and it reshaped how I exist, how I trust, how I love, how I flinch when voices shift. This isn't weakness, this is damage, this is pressure left unchecked. I was crushed beneath their words and it reshaped how I exist, how I trust, how I love, how I flinch when voices shift. This isn't weakness, this is damage, this is pressure left unchecked. I was crushed beneath their words and this is what it left. Some people walk away laughing, some people never do. Some people carry the echo of everything they went through. I was crushed beneath their words and built a prison in my bones. They don't see the nights you beg your own minds, it gives you peace. They don't see the way hate repeats until hope finally starts to leak. I never wanted to die. I just wanted the noise to stop. I just wanted to feel human instead of something they could drop.
I was crushed beneath their words, and it reshaped how I exist,
How I trust, how I love, how I flinch when voices shift. This isn't weakness, this is damage, this is pressure left unchecked. I was crushed beneath their words, and this is what it left. Some people walk away laughing, some people never do. Some people carry the echo of everything they went through, and this is what it left. Some people walk away laughing, some people never do. Some people carry the echo of everything they went through. Though it be cracked open, let the repeats but on display. All beat stops. Tomorrow, the center of me. I walked away as if nothing happened. My eye pain my lost minds. Still twitching at the cold unit. And every memory is a giant truth. Now I told the mirror of my own. I tried to hold myself together, but the pieces slipped like broken glass. For troubling years and what's now to like something human. Watch your constant claws inside my skull. Your absence is a scream that never stops. But I refuse to die in your shadow. I am the man you left for dead, rising from the carnage you created. I seize my own with fire and red. The shattered pieces I burn for myself. You left me choking on the dust of a day. My room still vibrate with the ghost of your touch. But I can't be your play, and on me can't be your force. My limbs should be bound on my bloodstream, so I could breathe without paying. Until your ghost out of my chest, so something alive could go again. Cross away minds of what we were. I built my strength from every scar. I am not to make you bury my ground coming pulled out of his grave. You didn't break me, you live in me. You didn't get me, my soul is a furnace now. Your sex was the spawn.
mind won't give you rest, if every quiet moment turns against you, I know I've been there too. They don't arrive as monsters, they come as questions late at night, soft predictions of disaster, wearing the voice of being right. They replay moments you survived, as if survival wasn't enough. Every thought demands an answer, every breath feels like it's not. You wonder why it's always you, why your mind won't let you breathe. I ask the same damn questions on my knees. I stand in the cathedral of the unwanted, where the loudest thoughts all scream. If you're drowning in your own head, then you're standing here with me. You're not broken or weak or failing, you're not losing your grip. You're fighting a war no one else can see. And I get it, they show your future soaked in ruin, rehearsed mistakes that haven't come. Everyone, it feels like truth, every call feels like it's borrowed time. They tell you vigilance is safety, that rest will be your end, but fear is just exhaustion disguised as self-defense. You try to silence every thought, you try to prove them wrong, but the harder that you fight them, the more they drag you on. I stand in the cathedral of the unwanted, built from doubt and memory. If your mind won't stop attacking you, then you're not alone with me. You're not your thoughts, you're not the noise, you're not the fear that won't release. You're surviving something relentless and I see it. Let them come without answering, let them scream without reply. Thoughts don't need permission to pass you by. You don't have to fix your mind, you don't have to feel okay. You just have to stay alive and let the moment stay. You're not weak, you're worn, you're not lost, you're still here. Breathe, home, stay. We stand in the cathedral of the unwanted, and it shakes but doesn't win. These thoughts don't define our ending, they don't decide who we've been. You're not crazy, you're not alone, you're not failing to be strong. You're fighting every second just to stand, and that counts. The thoughts may come back tomorrow, but tonight you're still here, and so am I. There are voices in the quiet, they don't come without a reason. Every word is pointing somewhere, even when it sounds unkind. They speak in ways that feel severe, they surface things I hide. They focus on the fragile parts I try to stand aside. They say the things I fear the most, they press where I feel strong, but every place they place in me, it's asking me to look, not fall. They sound my judgment, but there are times they draw attention to what I leave behind. Say the opposite of what they told me. They point toward the places I avoid but need to see. They don't exist to hurt me, they exist to make me face They repeat what feels untrue, until I start to hear that every thought that causes doubt is rooted in unresolved fear. They circle what I never healed. They stay until I say that what sounds like criticism is calling out for clarity. They stay persistent, they don't leave until I understand what they reveal to me. The voices say the opposite. They speak in sharpened and guide me toward the road I've always postponed. Sound like condemnation, but carry something else. They highlight what requires attention, so I can't help myself. If they want it silent, they want it right back. They retire because there's meaning in what still feels unchanged. They don't want control, they don't want it made. They stay because something inside is asking to be seen. The voices say the opposite, so I finally understand. They are here to find me. They are here to point the path. Every difficult reflection, every uncomfortable sign is guiding me toward balance. If I stay present now, I won't push them away. I won't pretend they're wrong. I'll listen for the meaning hidden underneath the tone. Because what lives inside my mind is not there by mistake. It's asking for attention, not asking me to break. I didn't lose a person, I lost a belief. I trusted words that sounded honest, built a home on borrowed truth. Every promise felt unbreakable until the cracks came through. What I thought was loyalty was silence wearing grace. I didn't see the damage forming until I felt the weight. Some wounds don't bleed, they rearrange you quietly. Do you know what was taken when the truth gave way? Not love, not connection, but the sense of safe. I carry what was broken, I carry what I lost. I survived the revelation, but I remember the cost. There were moments returned to soften what was done, and questions left unanswered, so the story could outrun. I was told the fault was mine for seeing through the scenes, but denial has was a sound that it haunted every day. Trust doesn't shout loudly in an altered face. Do you know what was taken when honesty collapsed? I'm still standing here breathing, but the damage lasts. I don't live in anger, I don't live in blame, but some lessons leave a mark that never fully fades. I don't miss the illusion, I miss who I was then. Before belief became a question, before truth had an end. Finals. What was taken can't be returned, but it taught me how to see. I rebuilt myself from silence. In line what loyalty means. I won't be defined by loss, I won't be shaped by regret, and I won't forget. Some the trails don't end you, they wake you up. Between what I fear and what I know I must A thousand thoughts collapse in me, like echoes without end. Every truth I try to silence finds another way back in. One voice pulls me toward the light, one tracks me through the cold. I am the question without answer, I am the weight I hold. I'm trying to tell myself to quiet what I feel, but every sign I try to cut away was teaching me what's real. This is a conflict, having the fall. Every part of me still standing, every rise and every crawl. I don't need salvation, I don't need release. I will carry every war inside and still believe in peace. I still have found the light, I chase meaning through the pain. Every time I lost my footing, I returned a different name. I've been hollow, I've been whole, I've been broken into shape. Every scar became a symbol of the strength I couldn't fake. I am not divided, I am not undone. I am every battle fought and every battle won. This is inner conflict, truth is the fear.
never finds my name, I will still endure. It's clever he stays distant, I will stand unsure. Avoiding face the darker days that taught me how to see. I won't deny the war inside that caused the rest of me. This is inner conflict, passing kiss the now. Every time I face the ground, I'm still standing somehow. I don't need a final answer, I don't need a cure. I will carry every voice inside and call that strength, not war. I stand unbroken between what I was and what I am becoming. Beneath me, no voice to call. I learned early not to lean all promises that disappear. Every time I reached for help, there was nothing waiting here. No map torn, no path clear, just the ground beneath my feet. Every step I took alone taught me how to stay complete. I didn't ask for this resolve, I didn't choose this way. It found me standing in the dark and told me not to wait. I was built on no one, no safety, no return. Every lesson carved in silence, every bridge I had to burn. I was built on no one, still I learned to stand. If the ground was all I had, then the ground became my slave. No excuses left to use, no one else to share the blame. If it broke, I bore the cost. If it stood, it took the flame. I learned truth doesn't arrive when you're waiting to be saved. It appears when you decide you will carry what remains. I stopped looking for a sign, I stopped asking to be seen. When the silence answered back, I learned what it could mean. I was built on no one, no fallback, no relief.
beneath me. Still I stand. Wasn't for you. There were nights I didn't trust myself, mornings I didn't want to face. I was losing ground inside my head, trying not to show it in my eyes. Then I heard your voices down the hall, heard you laugh, heard you fight. And something in me locked in place and told me I had to survive. You didn't know what you were doing, you were just being you. But you gave me something to hold on to when I had nothing left to lose. These are the hands that never let go. Because of you, I stand. I didn't give in, I didn't disappear. You never knew the edge I stood on, but you pulled me back just being here. I looked at you and saw tomorrow, and I didn't want one of my own. I carried more than I could manage, but I wasn't carrying it alone. Every time I felt myself slipping, I saw your faces in my mind, and I chose to stay one more day every single time. You didn't ask me to be strong, you didn't try to save me, but loving you these are the hands that never let go. Because of you, I'll stay. I swallowed fear, I held the line. I chose your lives over my pain. If I ever go quiet, if I ever tire, it's not weakness, it's memory. Because I know how close I came, and I know who'll stop me. Are the hands that never let go. Not of pride, not of strength, out of love. You saved me without knowing how. You kept me alive just by existing. I'm still here because of you.
disappear, but I don't get to. I feel a cracking right behind my eyes. I hold my breath through simple moments, so no one hears the fight. I'm tired in a way that sleep won't touch, heavy in my chest. Every step feels like it costs too much, but I don't get to rest. If it were just me, I'd fall apart. But it's not just me, it never was. I don't get to break, even when I'm begging to. I don't get to fade when so much depends on me. I wanna shatter, I wanna sink, I want to lay this way down, but I stayed upright because too many lies would fall if I fell now. I smile through conversations, not like I'm okay. I answer questions I don't have and push the dark away. There are nights I sit in silence, just counting every breath, trying not to think too far ahead, trying not to let it win. I'm not brave, I'm not whole, I'm just needed, and I know I don't get to break, even when I'm at the edge. I don't get to leave when they're holding on to me. I wanna scream, I wanna give it. I stay my ground because too many hearts are resting on me now. If no one needed me, I don't know where I'd be, but they do, so I stay. I don't get to break, not because I'm strong, but because I'm needed. When everything feels wrong, I want to fall apart. I want to feel the ground, but I stay standing because too many lives depend on me now. I don't get to break, so I don't. Nothing had been vanished, nothing was erased. I kept wanting, and I left. I waited for the moment when the pressure would let go. just survive the dark. I learned how to live inside my mind. Learned how to smile with heavy head. How to laugh with the tears unseen. How to build a life worth living in. I'll carry everything. I don't call it suffering. I don't call it fate. It's the proof I kept on breathing. When I almost walked away, I didn't erase my past. I don't pretend that I'm fine. I learned how to live fully with the way that is still mine. This is the way I carry every skull, every mouth, in my story. Gave a style. This is the way I carry. I know I said one side to barely need. Taught me how to be free. If you're hearing this and you're at your lowest point, please listen closely. If I could stand here breathing, so can you. This pain is not the end. It's the part that proves you're true. I didn't outlove it. I refused to dream time. In spite of the burden, it always at my side. This is the